You have the power to create the life that you desire. But that creation process comes. Welcome to Daily Dose of Growth. I'm your host, Ryan Carthage. Super excited to dive into this idea today. This idea, it's changed my approach to life and success. And the idea is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And you might be wondering, like, what exactly does this mean? Well, I'll describe by telling you a story going back to my college days. I played college basketball, and just like any really basketball team, but other teams as well, you run suicides. And as we're running suicides, the emphasis was to touch every line. And if you didn't touch the line, we had to start the whole conditioning session over. No excuses, no shortcuts. I remember one day I was super exhausted and I missed the line 3/4 of the way through the drill. Coach saw it. We had to start over from the beginning. In that conditioning session, I realized something that was super profound, and it wasn't just about touching the line, but it was about the discipline, the commitment, and the integrity of my actions. That little inch made all the difference. And that's what we're going to talk about today. The idea that every action we take, every little habit we form, it adds up and it shapes our overall progress and ultimately our success. If we cut corners in the small stuff, it reflects in the big picture. But if you give your best effort in the tiniest of tasks, we're setting ourselves up for greatness. We're setting ourselves up to make the progress necessary to achieve the goal. So in this video, we'll explore how small, consistent habits will cultivate and lead us to extraordinary results. We'll talk about the power of follow through on both minor and major tasks and how it's critical to aim for excellence in everything that we do. Not about being perfect, but excellence. So let's get started. Right. All right. Now that we've set the stage, let's dive into the core idea, the importance of not coming up short on small goals or how our small actions connect to overall success. We know it's easy to overlook the little things. We often think that success is about the big grand moments or the major projects or big wins, but here's the truth. Success is built on the foundation of small, consistent actions. It's the tiny, everyday effort that paved the way for the big achievements. Think about it. If you cut corners on the small tasks, what does that say about your approach to the bigger ones? It's like building a house. You wouldn't skip laying down a few bricks and expect the structure to be sound. Every single brick matters. Every single brick matters. Let's go back to my basketball days. Touching the line during the suicide drill might have seemed like a minor detail, but it represents something much bigger. It was about the commitment, integrity, and the discipline and the follow through. Missing the line wasn't just one mistake, but it really was the difference between a blocking foul or a charging foul. It could ultimately be the difference in the game. So when we consistently meet your small goals, you build a habit of excellence. And these habits that shape your character and they drive your overall success, right? It's creating a pattern of behavior where you always give your best, no matter how small the task. Think about some of the most successful people that you admire. Chances are they didn't get where they are by focusing on the big grand stuff. They paid attention to the details. They honed their craft with consistent effort and developed the habits that propelled them forward. If you think about Kobe Bryant, if you haven't, look up stories about Kobe Bryant's work ethic. Kobe Bryant was meticulous about the details and about the foundational principles of the game. He worked on the fundamentals tirelessly so that when he got into difficult moments, he would fall back to his baseline, which were the fundamentals, right? So we have to start paying attention to the small goals, the small details of the process, right? Make it a point to give your best effort in every task, no matter how insignificant it may seem. And over time, these small actions will accumulate and lead to significant results, right? Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So let's commit to excellence in everything that we do. It's these small steps that take us on a path to achieving our biggest and greatest dreams. It's about being 1% better today than we were yesterday, taking one step at a time, 1% per day, not something grand. So let's talk about the importance of the small actions. And we'll dive into how success is really a result of small, consistent habits. Right? This is truly where the magic happens. We often hear about overnight successes. Can I keep it real with you? Right? There's no such thing. There's no such thing as an overnight success. What looks like an overnight success is actually the culmination of countless small, consistent efforts over time. Late nights, early mornings. It's the habits that we build daily that shape our future. What we do right now in this moment is shaping what we live tomorrow. So if you take a look at any successful person, you'll find that their achievements are deeply rooted in their habits, their daily habits, daily routines. Whether it's an athlete, an entrepreneur, or an artist, their success didn't come from one big moment. It came from showing up every day, putting in the work, building the habits, and setting them up for success. Think about brushing your teeth. It's a small habit, but it has a major impact on your dental health. Imagine if you only brush your teeth sporadically. The result wouldn't be great, right? That same goes for your goals, right? For anything that you desire to achieve, consistency is the key. Not one hit 'em, quit 'ems, not a major win here and nothing for 6 months. One step at a time. Follow through on both small and large tasks is super critical. And it's not enough just to aim high, but you have to take care of the little things. You have to take care of each piece of detail along the way. If you only focus on the big picture and you neglect the details, you'll find yourself falling short consistently. So let me give you another example from my my hoop career. We would do film shooting. The requirement was to do film shooting before practice, right? And the goal was to shoot with perfect form and to not touch the rim. To shoot with perfect form and not touch the rim every time. Right? And again, it wasn't just about making the basket, but it was about developing the habit of excellence in every shot. Nothing but net. Over time, this habit translates into performance in the game. That habit, that muscle memory comes into play because we had ingrained it with the right technique into our muscle memory. When we get to difficult moments and moments of stress, we fall back to our baseline, which is the foundation. Right? It's the same in every area of our lives, whether we're working on a big project at work or trying to get in shape, right? Or learning a new skill or a new language. The small, consistent actions you take every day will determine your success. It's about building the foundation of good habits that then support the larger picture, the larger goals. So take a moment to reflect on your daily habits. Are they in alignment with your goals? Are you consistently following through on both the small and the large tasks? If not, now's the perfect time to start making these changes. Success is a journey, not a destination, right? We pick these arbitrary things and say, this is what I want. But that thing isn't even really the goal. The person you become in the process of achieving that thing is really the goal. It's about who you're becoming, right? That journey is made up of countless small steps. And in those steps, you learn lessons, you build character, you cultivate your will, you enhance that desire just by becoming 1% better per day. So let's embrace the power of small, consistent habits. They are the building blocks of any definition of success. Commit to excellence in everything that you do and watch how your habits transform your life. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. So we've covered a lot. Let's talk about the most important part, and that's the work. Putting in the work, the action, putting all of this into action, right? I want to challenge you to go above and beyond in all tasks, no matter how big or small. It's time to create habits of excellence that will set you apart from everybody else, right? It'll set you apart from your old self. Think about your daily routine. What are some areas where you can step your game up? Maybe it's something as simple as making your bed every day, or being fully present in conversations, or delivering on that work project with a little bit more effort, a little bit more polish. It's the small acts of going above and beyond that create a ripple effect. I want to encourage you to not just aim for good enough, but strive for excellence. Excellence isn't about being perfect. Perfection doesn't exist. But if you give your best effort consistently, you'll make progress. And progress is the goal. Becoming 1% better each day is the goal. It's about taking pride in what we do and pushing ourselves to be better every single day. So here's the challenge for you. Next week, pick a small task. Commit to doing that task with excellence every time you do it. It could be something like your morning workout, right? Or your daily reports at work, or even how you engage with your family at the end of every day. Whatever it is, do it with intention, do it with focus, and do it with care. Give your best effort to do it with excellence. And notice how this affects your mindset and the results. The change in the demeanor of your family, the change in the demeanor of your boss because you turned in reports that were better than you've done before. You'll start to see that by going above and beyond in these small areas, you're setting a standard for yourself. And this standard will spill over into everything that you do, leading to greater success and greater fulfillment. So remember, creating habits of excellence doesn't happen overnight. You're not going to be perfect. You're not going to get it right all the time. Give yourself grace through the process because it's a journey, and that journey requires patience. It requires grace. It requires persistence. but the rewards of the work are immense. You'll not only achieve your goals, but you'll start to become the next best version of you. You'll start to uncover what that new definition of success looks like. You'll start to become a new person. You'll be more reliable. You'll be more diligent. And your work will be outstanding, whatever the work is. So start today. Embrace the challenge. Commit to excellence in all tasks, big or small. Let's build those habits that will propel us toward our desires and toward our definition of success. And not just as a one-time thing, but a long-lasting impact. You've got this. I believe in you. I can't wait to hear about your progress, right? Let's make every moment count and create a life that reflects our highest potential. You're capable. You have the ability. You have the power. You have the knowledge. I believe in you. So as we wrap up the session today, I want to leave you with a final thought. Remember, how you do one thing is how you do everything. The small, consistent actions you take every day are what build your success. So embrace excellence in all that you do, no matter how small the task may seem. The mindset will set you on a path to achieving your wildest dreams. You have the power to create the life that you desire. But that creation process comes through the habits that we build. The habits that we build come from the actions that we take. Every step toward excellence brings you closer to your desires, brings you closer to the next best version of yourself. So keep pushing yourself, keep challenging yourself, even in the difficult moments. Stay committed and never, never, never underestimate the impact of your daily actions. I hope you got something from this episode and you're ready to take this challenge. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to make a difference in your own life and in the lives of those that you choose to surround yourself with. So I appreciate you for listening. If you found this video helpful in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the future episodes. And feel free to share the video. If there's someone that could take something from this video, please share it with them. Have an awesome, awesome week. Stay committed to your goals. Keep striving for excellence and let today be a building block in the foundation of your definition of success. I'm Ryan. Peace.